gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Stidham to throw. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Stidham. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Stidham. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing is Hurts. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On second and goal, Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A short throw to Ingram. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he's free at the 35. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Stidham. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The pitch comes to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 24 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Albuquerque to chat time. I got the crowd yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring them out.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Instead, I'm going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now it's Stidham. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Stidham. He'll try and do this himself. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw is Stidham. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's another Broncos first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. This is 2nd and 8.
Portland Sutton. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Zone read to give to Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. What's good on the extra point? And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 18. Eagles 14. Will Ross kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Broncos 18.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? Or maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A short throw to Ingram. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He targets Ingram for another grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Once more with Harvey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the Eagles' 11-yard line.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down and 10. Now Stidham. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's first and goal. Stidham on the sneak. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Broncos 25, Eagles 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is first and 10. Back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here comes second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.